Everything's going to be beautiful. Because we're going to return and deal with the earth in a natural way by keeping the natural orders of the earth, which is those commandments. It's a manuscript that we have right now, and we're rehearsing it. But in the kingdom, we're going to actually do it for real. And we're going to be able to keep all of the commandments because we're going to be sovereigns in our own right. And we're going to be a superpower. Two things: we're going to be sovereign and we're going to be a superpower. So we're going to be able to keep the laws perfectly. Again, not only are we going to have the new covenant to keep the laws perfectly, but we're going to have the place to keep the laws perfectly. And guess what? When that's done, man, boy, oh boy, you can only but imagine the blessings that's going to come out of that. Because we're going to be doing that forever too. And then we're going to be able to experience the love of the Lord, man. His peace. And as well as he said, I believe it's in the book of Isaiah. I think it's in Isaiah 50 somewhere, where it mentions that he's going to make a covenant equivalent to when he made a covenant concerning the days of Noah, that he would not flood the earth no more. And in this covenant, he said his peace will not depart from us. That's in the kingdom. So all we're going to ever witness and experience forever, for eternity, is Yahweh Shah's peace and love. And as well as the earth is going to show that. Yeah, man. Let me turn this around. Right now, which I'm in the UK. And within the UK, I'm in London. This ain't telling of the Lord's peace and his loving right now. Now we're witnessing the left-hand side of the Lord. The earth is very telling of that. You know, we're witnessing his wrath. Even the dogs are barking in anger. Even the animals are trembling, man. Not trembling, but they're traumatized. Everything's the wrong way. There's hardly no trees. The trees look like they don't even want to be here. The grass is struggling to grow. All of this stuff, man. And then you got people that are just sick to death. Whether they sick mentally or whether they sick physically in the body. And you got all of this, man, which is bringing more negativity onto the earth. So we're in a time of the left-hand side, reigning, man, of the Lord. But the Lord is going to change everything up. The Lord is going to change it up, and he's going to now allow us to experience the right-hand side of things. How everything should be. Like I mentioned a day ago, man. And I made mention of how the earth is defiled other than inhabitants thereof. Just briefly, I made mention on that, man. So, yeah, man, things are going to change for the better. Things are going to change for the better, eventually. This is just a short span of time that we're going to witness this negativity that we are now under today. So, yeah, let me see if I can position this to the best of my ability as I'm walking. Okay, cool. Yes, so it reads, "For before these days there was no hire for man, no any hire for beast, neither was there any peace to him that went out or came in because of the affliction. For I set all men, everyone against his neighbor. But now I will not be unto the residue of this people as in the former days." Meaning, in the old, in the old days of the world. That's not really the words I want to use, but that's the words that come to my mind right now. But as it is written that the Lord is going to create what? A new heavens and a new earth wherein dwelleth righteousness, and that the former should not be forgotten. So in the old state of the world, which is what we're at the end of, what are we witnessing? We're witnessing the curses on every aspect. That's what we're witnessing. But the Lord is going to do away with that, and the Lord is going to do away with the variancy among the brothers and the sisters of the different tribes of Israel, as it is written that you would have an evil eye against your brother. You would have an evil eye against your brother. That's what it says. So that's gonna be done away with. And when Jake dwell together in the kingdom of heaven, the kingdom of Yahweh, the kingdom of Yahshua Allah, ultimately the kingdom of Yahweh Shai, it's gonna be peace. Jake is gonna respect each other. There ain't gonna be no bad vibes, strange vibes. We're just gonna dwell in peace and unity. No matter what tribe you come out of, man, it's gonna be peace. Like you got these guys from IURC that used to shout, Judah, right? Favoritism. That's just going out the planet. Alright? We gonna dwell together as unity. Remember in the book of Ezekiel, the 7th chapter, and as well as Hosea, the Lord is going to what? Cause dissension to go away from the two kingdoms. The southern kingdom and the northern kingdom. And all of the tribes are going to become priests. It ain't going to just be the Levites. We're all going to be priests. Kings and priests. That's what we were supposed to be from the beginning when he chose us. When prior before we even went against the laws and them commandments. We were supposed to be the kings and the priests. But we're going to get back to that. We're going to get back to that. Oh yeah, we're going to get back to that. When we do get back to that, it's going to be in the best way. We're going to be better than we was before because we're going to have the new covenant. I always mention the new covenant. It's very important. But when that new covenant comes upon us, we're going to be better than we was before. We're going to stay better. We're going to stay on top. Because what keeps us on top? What keeps us promoted? Those laws and those commandments. Or what I should have said, what's going to keep us on top? What's going to keep us being promoted from the Lord? Those statutes and those commandments. That's what's going to do it. And we're going to be consistently blessed. All right? That's the bottom line, man. That's the bottom line. So, yeah. So now we're going to go back to this. Let's read verse 10, I believe it is. Yeah, I'm in verse 10. For before these days, there was no hire for man. These words by the mouth of the prophets. Excuse me. Yeah, so no any hire for beast. Neither was there any peace to him that went out or came in because of the affliction. For I set all men, everyone against his neighbor, which goes into the curse, that thine eye shall be evil towards thy brother in thy bosom. Verse 12, for the seed shall be prosperous. Let me just do one little thing. Let me just adjust the phone just a little bit, so I don't have to keep moving the stick. Adjust the stick, what I'm saying. Yeah, so I think that should do it. Let me just do it like this. I'm gonna try my best. Yeah, so now we're gonna go back to the verse of 11, the verse 12. It says, for the seed shall be prosperous, and the vine shall give her fruit, and the ground shall give her increase, and the heavens shall give their due, and I will cause the remnant of this people to possess all things. So remember when we came out of Egypt, we didn't come having nothing. We came with with goods. We came out of there fortunate and stuff like that. So when we come out of this Egypt, this modern day Egypt, which Egypt is just a Greek term, which means bondage in this case. guess what? Let me turn back around because I'm almost at the end of the part. So let me go over here. Yeah, so like I was saying, when our ancestors came out of Egypt, we came out of there fortunate after those plagues. So yeah, in this Egypt, it's gonna be the same thing. We're gonna be fortunate. We're gonna be way more fortunate than we was before. Everything's gonna be better after this captivity. Because remember, which really all makes sense anyway. We've served this place. We served this captivity in this place, and this has been the most difficult one. So out of the most difficult captivity, it would be right for us to be more blessed than the former. Plus, we would have came out of a great time of distress, like it mentions in the book of Daniel, the 12th chapter, which really Daniel was reiterating on the time of Jacob's trouble, that it's going to be so great that none was like it. It is even to a time of Jacob's trouble, which is mentioned in the book of Jeremiah, I believe it's 30. Yeah, I said that wrong, man. I'm going to fast forward. So yeah, Daniel was reiterating the point, which was what? I believe it was Jeremiah or Isaiah. Sometimes I get those two mixed up, man. I don't know why, but I just do. But he mentioned about Jacob's trouble. And so if we come out of that, then we should be greatly rewarded. We should be greatly rewarded because we put the work in, we did what we did. And so we're going to be deserving of our reward, man. Like, you're only deserved of a particular reward if you put in the work to get that reward. In this Western world, man, people look, especially the young among the people, they think that they could just sit on their ass and they deserve the good things of life. But no, for the most part, to get the good things in life, you have to work for it. There's no shortcuts. Oh, I'm gonna find a loophole, I'm gonna find a shortcut. There ain't no shortcuts. You gotta be dedicated and you gotta labor for what you want. That's just how it goes, man. Like when you go and read the book of Genesis, right? When Adam went off, what did the Lord say to Adam? By the sweat of thy brow thou shalt work. So you're not going to get off scot-free from that curse at all. Man is not going to get off scot-free from the curse of having to work for what he needs to get or for what he wants. You have to work. Okay? And what I mean by work, I don't just mean a 9 to 5. I'm talking about on everything. You may want to be the kind of guy where you want to attract girls and stuff. Guess what? That takes work. That takes work. You got to have the talent. You got to be able to work to what? Adopt that talent. Anything that you want, you have to work for it. That's just a part of the aspects of this life, which is a curse because we didn't have to work. The Lord just gave us what men naturally desired. But because of what Adam did, we got to work for the things that we want. In this case. So yeah, man. Yeah, so what I'm gonna do is